All right, we are live. Welcome to our show, Get to Know Your Neighbor. I'm your host, Cameron Giesman with Giesman Homes. Each week, we introduce local neighbors and businesses of Fishers, Indiana, and share their stories with you. Don't forget to click the like button, post an emoji, or comment below. We love the comments, wink, wink. And if you have a friend or business that we could showcase, please let us know about that as well. Tonight, we are interviewing MaryBeth Hoss, who is the publisher of a BeLocal Fishers publication. That's a publication that kind of helps movers discover local favorites. It's a free source to new residents to learn about what to do, places to go, and businesses to use in and around Fishers. And they're kind of all over the country. But we're going to focus on Fishers because she owns the Fishers publication. MaryBeth moved to the area a little over 4 years ago and has since then enjoyed running BeLocal. I honestly didn't know about this awesome publication. Apparently none of my clients have told me, hey, I got this really cool magazine. So I'm really looking forward to talking to MaryBeth. She has also offered to do a giveaway where at the end of the show, we're going to ask a question about what we've chatted about. And you can have a chance to win either you'll win a package that has a TLC candle, a $20 gift certificate to Schoolhouse 7 Cafe, one of my favorite locations. We actually interviewed him as well. And then a $50 gift certificate to Gina Celeste's Boutique. So please welcome MaryBeth Hoss. And I'm going to try to unmute her and add her because details. Hi.
Details. Hello.
How are you?
I am great. Coming to you live from my home office, i.e. Nana's bedroom, i.e., all the fun stuff.
Yes. I like the picture behind. Can we go there?
Yes, please. Let's go right now. As my son would say, can we teleport there? Yes, let's do it.
I really hope that teleporting becomes a thing.
That would be amazing because we could go right now and have a drink in our hands.
And it would save so much time.
I know.
There's so many more drinks you can get in when you save time. So, yes. I agree with that, MaryBeth.
You can have wine on airplanes. I mean, just COVID.
I know. Do they not have it on airplanes now?
I don't think you can, you're not supposed to open bottles or anything like that when you're on airplanes.
Oh. So, I haven't been on an airplane.
I've been on one. And let me tell you, there is no social distancing.
No, I don't think that there is much of that, but that's all right. Okay, so we're going to kick it off with our first question, which every time is always a Fishers question, which is what drew you to Fishers and what do you love about the city?
Absolutely. So it's kind of an interesting story. My husband and I were living in Chicago with our oldest son, had him, and we were looking for houses there. We actually got 6 houses, and for some reason or another, it just didn't work out, lead pipes, all that kind of stuff.
Oh.
And we were just, we're not going to spend money and then have to put all of that into it. Things just didn't seem to be going our way. My husband got a call from a recruiter and he was like, we should look at it, right? And I was like, yes, because his whole family's from here. And I lived here after college, right? So it just kind of worked out. And I think it was the universe just telling us, we need to come back here. And I really wanted a community for my family. I wanted a yard. I wanted all the stuff that I had growing up, And so we made the move 6 weeks later and we're here. And Fishers has it's been an amazing place to raise our family, an amazing place to get connected and be with our friends and just really, establish that community in our village here. So,
yeah, it's a good village. I was doing a video today because we're adding some Fishers videos. Yeah. And we're doing the 10 reasons why people love living in Fishers. And I know.
I like that.
We're trying. Anyways, one of them was we're still a small, it feels like a town, even though we're a city and there's 100,000 people, but I don't know, our community really is good.
It's a very good community. It's tight knit, and it's like when you sit down and you start talking to people, everyone knows like everyone, but in a good way,
Yeah.
right? So not like small town gossip, but just good people and
Yeah.
good things are happening here. And
Yeah.
so
I love it. Well, I'm glad that you moved back.
me too, because I was a teacher in Chicago public schools, hence the reason I'm not a teacher anymore. I probably wasn't the best version of myself
Oh,
as a teacher, and I feel like I'm much better at this. I'm much better connecting community and helping others than I was as a teacher, unfortunately. So I really commend our teachers today. They're amazing.
oh, I don't know how they're doing it. I was in 2 semesters in school in college because I thought maybe I want to be a teacher.
Yeah, not for you.
Nope, would have been bad.
Houses are your jam, right?
Yes, now they are. I didn't know what I
You're
wanted to be then, but they are now. Well, tell us your story. How did you come about running a local publication? Because that's not from going from
right.
teaching to that. Like, I don't feel like that was like what you thought you would be doing.
No, not at all. Not at all. No. So I moved here, and shout out to MOPS because my sister told me about the MOPS organization. I looked it up and got connected to New Hope Presbyterian MOPS, and they literally have become my village 4.5 years later. We just went to dinner with them the other night, some ladies. And we, we're all stay-at-home moms or working just small jobs, and I was like, I'm going to lose my mind after I had my second baby. I'm really going to lose it. And luckily, one of my good friends, Stephanie, she was losing her mind too because she was trying to help her
Right.
husband. And so I remember seeing this post on Facebook, and she was like, I need a very detail-oriented person to come and help my husband, and it cannot be me. And she was like, MaryBeth, I think you might be perfect for it. And I was like, this sounds cool. This sounds good. And so I worked for him and just started like from the beginning and learning all about publishing and content and advertising and all of it. And it just really intrigued me. And so when he said, we're going to start a BeLocal, I was like, okay, this is cool. I like this. And so I got my people together, and we started just really brainstorming. Okay, so if someone new moves to the area, like I had just done, what would they want to know? And all of our writers and our content people, like we just got together. We got the information. It took about a year to put together, so it was not a quick process.
God, no.
No, but finally seeing that first publication come to life was amazing. And just as I was talking to 3 of our interns last night, they were like, this is the best thing. Like, our stuff is actually published. And it just made it made my teacher very happy knowing that they've gotten a lot out of it, because I too have gotten so much out of it. Our business partners have gotten so much out of it. The community's gotten so much out of it. And it's just going to get better and better and better.
I love it. Okay, so I want to dig into that kind of like the magazine itself, because I guess this kind of hits on it, but what sets the magazine apart from other publications? Because it's not just your traditional, like, in my thought, like it's not just a traditional magazine. Like, it's very different. So can you kind of explain what sets it apart or what makes it different and why people need to, when they get it in the mail, keep it?
Yeah, let's not throw this away, okay? No, I'm glad that you say that, because it is very different. And I think it's very different because it's all written by the locals. So Cindy Halliday, shout out to Cindy, one from my MOPS group. She interviewed some people from Fishers about the infamous history. Who knew there was an infamous history of Fishers, right? There is. Check it out. It's all written by locals, and it introduces, like you said, all of the best ofs in Fishers. I didn't even know there was a certain pizza place that's literally a mile from me.
Oh.
And we keep a really close pulse on things that are going on, things that are popping up, things, the best ofs. And I went and talked to this pizza shop owner, and he's amazing. People love him. But so much of the community doesn't even know about him.
I'm like, what is it? What pizza place are we talking about?
Passion Pizza? I know, right?
What is it?
Exactly. It's called Passion. It's on Brook School and pretty much 116th. So it's right next to Joe's Grill, where the Ohana Donuts. Yep, you
No.
wouldn't even. It's this amazing place, and they do wood-fired pizza. They get all of their ingredients from Italy. It's a family business. It's amazing, and there's so many places like that
Yes.
around our city and around our community that people who have lived here for a long time don't even know about.
Yeah.
So that's what we do. That's what sets us apart.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my only question because I know you
Yep.
send it to people who move in to the city. And when
Yep.
we first talked, I was like, well, when I moved in, that was like when I moved into this house, that was 9 years ago. So clearly I never got one. And so now I was like, but I want one.
Right. Well, the cool part is that, and this is something new that you don't even know yet, but I talked to corporate and I really wanted to expand the territory because I feel like there's so many communities really close to Fishers that we all feed into, right? So like Geist, McCordsville, Fortville, Fishers, we're all right here.
Yeah.
So I have actually had our territory expanded so that all of those new movers in those areas get BeLocal as well. And that's really exciting for us because they need to know all the same information, right?
Yes.
But the other cool piece is that we have a digital platform as well. So you can access it just like anyone else can online.
That's awesome. If somebody wants like a printed copy, can they reach out and get it? Is that even a thing?
That's a thing because I'm all over Facebook and Instagram and everywhere. So if you want a copy, please reach out. I would love to give you one. It's funny because the girls and the little guy that are on the cover, right? So our photography intern Bryn took this photo at Geist, and it has really become the brand. And it's funny because I got a Facebook message, and this guy was like, "I'm not trying to Facebook stalk you, but those are my kids on the cover and I really want to frame it. Can I get some copies?" And I was like, "Yes, we've made it." So
That is awesome.
yeah,
Because I've lived in my house, I was like, I'd like to have it. And although, yes, I like the digital version because I think that's really good to have and to share with people, I am still that old school, like it's sitting now in its spot.
right. And that's the purpose. And a lot of times people think that print is dead, and print is not dead. It really isn't. There's a lot of people out there that still really appreciate getting a magazine and
Yes.
sitting down and reading it. And that's what we want this to be. We want it to be a guide where people can look at it and literally like cross the things off as they do them, you
Right.
know?
Right.
Yeah.
So this next question, I don't know if you'll know the answer because I put it and I was like, I hope that she would know this answer, but I know that there's some things that people would ask me and like I'd be like, I mean, I can look that up. Which is how many magazines are mailed out a year?
Sure. That's a great question. So now that we have increased the territory, 300 publications a month. So 3,600 a year just to new movers. But then all of our business partners get them as well. I take them out with me and, just leave them here and there. So I would say probably closer to like 3,800 a year
Okay.
are out there.
Wow. Okay, so does that mean that many people are moving? That's why it went through my head because I was like, is that many people moving to Fishers a year? I
There's
don't
tons
even
of
know
people.
that stat.
Yeah, there's tons of people moving into our area. And like I said, even with the housing market the way it is, now that we've increased the area and the reach, there's 300 going out each month. So, and I
Wow.
know because I pay for it.
Right? Yes. That. Tell us about your event side of the business because you do a bunch of events. I went to one. I was so excited. I missed one, which I'm bummed about. But tell us about the events because I think that's really connecting the community and like getting to know people. And it's another port. I was going to say portion and I turned it into port. What is that part of the business that you do as well?
Sure. So for our business partners, it was really important for me because I've been involved in networking groups before. It was really important to have that as well. So we have a BeLocal Fishers networking group that meets once per month. for all of our business partners and influencers such as yourself in the community. And really the goal is just to help each other out, support small businesses, support big businesses, support local, really. So we do that, but then on a whole other level, we have something called a family concert series. And last summer, we unfortunately didn't get to do the whole series. We did do the Halloween one. I was hell bent on the Halloween.
Doing it.
Yes. This year, it's really exciting because with Annie's Jam, we are doing 6 concerts at Daniel's Vineyard starting in May. And it's going to be a blast. They have a new stage. We are going to have all kinds of fun stuff. So balloon animals, glitter tattoos. There might be some face painting sprinkled in there as things, get a little better. Daniel's is providing like a family feast per se, where they provide like a pizza and a bottle of wine.
Oh.
And it's just going to be free to the community. We're also doing donations for a different nonprofit each concert. So we really hope to support some nonprofits and get them some money. So
yes,
exciting.
I would love that. So I actually interviewed a gal a few weeks ago. I can't remember how long ago. She's doing kind of the Fishers nonprofit coalition.
Ooh, yes, I need her name.
Yes, so I'll connect you with connecting all of the non-for-profits and really trying to build that up even more.
Yeah, it's really important, and they do so much great work. We are trying to focus on a different sort of a different subset of nonprofits each time. So one concert will be pets, one concert will be for kids, one will be Alzheimer's and dementia and supporters. And so we're doing all different sort of areas within the nonprofit realm.
I like that. Are there any you're still that you haven't filled that you're looking for that our viewers or I can help with?
Sure. I have someone who's working on that, and I feel like we may still have the pet nonprofit that we need and potentially the Alzheimer's and dementia support system.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, please send them our way.
Okay. And then if somebody is a business, right? Because you and I talked about this the other day, are there types of business, especially for viewers, that we can come together and help support of people that maybe aren't in your magazine or that want to be part of your magazine so that they can get their word out? Are there certain areas that we can help with?
I think really anyone who works with new movers is a great fit. If you think about when you move into a new place, you need everything, right? You need your new doctor, you need your chiropractor, you need a painter, you need your carpet cleaned. Sometimes you need a new car because your garage is smaller. You need it all. And so we just really want to provide all of that and the best businesses to those people who move in. It's our reputation, it's your reputation, and we want to make sure that we are recommending the best.
Yeah, I love that. Well, and that's what, even when you and I were talking, okay, how can I help to try? Because I have lists of a lot of those, right? Because clients call us all the time of hey, this happened. Can you help? Which, by the way, I added your tile guy to my list.
Amazing, right?
I know.
I love it.
I think I might have him come to my house. Tim, the tile guy.
Tim, the tile guy. That's his new name. And I kept telling him, Tim, there might be someone else calling you. And he's like, MaryBeth, 4 people have already called me. And I was like, well, that's kind of what I do.
Right? You're a connector.
I like to connect people.
I know. So what do you love, or what is your favorite part about what you do?
Connecting people. I meet so many amazing people. Today I was just meeting with Angela, the owner of Roman and Leo, which is an amazing shop. If you have little boys, you have to go there.
Yes.
It still amazes me that people don't know about it.
I didn't know about it, and she needs to do bigger kids. I sent her a message and was like, can you do the teenage boys?
Seriously, because where are we supposed to go get our kids' clothes? Those of us that have boys, the girl moms are lucky there,
Yeah.
But yeah, I think my favorite thing is just meeting so many amazing people and hearing their stories and being able to connect them and watch them grow and help be a part of that. And then also just meeting so many cool people out in the community. I mean, there's just everyone has a story, and really I'm able to hear their stories because of the space that I'm in. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Well, and I like your story too, like being able to come from the teaching realm, because it's funny. My mom always told me when I was growing up, like a lot of people who go into teaching, there's so many opportunities within teaching, right?
Oh yeah,
But like a lot of people don't become teachers, or they become teachers and then they shift.
right.
And that's what you
Yeah.
did. Like, I think that's what's really awesome, is to kind of just find your groove.
Yeah, I mean, it's like when you're 18 and you're expected to know what you want to do for the rest of your life. That's challenging. And so I didn't start with thinking I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to be a brain surgeon actually, but I don't really like blood or brains or hospitals or any of that. So yeah, so I did
That
not
is
become a brain surgeon.
hilarious.
And you go to college and you're like, I want to change the world. How can I do that? And so I thought teaching was it. And you can make a lot of impact if you're a really special person. I just don't think I was that special person. And so I, sort of fell into this and have been very blessed, very, very blessed.
Well, I at least know everybody that I talk to, and I mention like either I'm having MaryBeth on, or I've called a couple people that I met at your group or that I've connected with, and they're like, "We love MaryBeth," and
Yeah,
that's
thank
just,
you.
it's such huge praise, because I know people
Thank
that
you.
could be in that industry and not do well.
Thank you. That means a lot. That means a lot.
So
It's hard work, but it's so rewarding. I hope I hope my kids are proud of me someday, and that they, you know, want to like walk in the same footsteps and realize that hard work pays off, and that, being kind
yes.
to people is what it's all about.
Yeah. Are there any dreams for like where this goes? Like, are there any things that are kind of like big, that are kind of like stirring in your brain? You're like, I want to do this.
There's a lot. I kind of I have this like list. My husband says it's like it's like not achievable, and probably not, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stop trying, right? So I would like to see locals everywhere. So I think there is a really good chance that another area director will be doing a Be Local in Carmel and Westfield, which I think is great. I think that Noblesville and like Morris Lake could be a great area. I think Pendleton and
Yeah.
Greenfield. I mean, there's just so many people moving into this area because it's a great place to raise a family, and it's just a great place to live. And
It-
so I think that, I think that's there. I also have to give a shout out to my friends at Britton Falls. So tons of people do not know Britton Falls even exists.
it's a,
And it's amazing. Like, if you don't know what Britton Falls is, look it up. It's amazing. And if you want to meet some of the most amazing people in the world, just go walk around at Britton Falls, because they're just amazing people. They've become very close and dear friends. So I'd love to be able to work with them again. I started working with them when I started working with Nick, the other area director. And so that would be a dream
yeah.
too.
I have moved many people into Britton Farms, and I love it.
Yeah, it's truly amazing. I mean, 2,000 homes out there, and let's really think about it. Like, why would you move to Indiana when you're retiring? I mean, it's not Florida, right? So people are moving here because of their families, and to see that is just, I don't know, there's something really special about it. Yeah.
So do you know, I feel like you know more, even more than I do, about kind of the community that's over there. Cause like I have a couple clients that have moved there. Is the
Yeah.
community as awesome as in like the community involvement and engagement and all of that? Like,
Oh my gosh. I'm telling you what. So I thought that because it's a 55 plus neighborhood, or community rather, that it would be like, oh, just kind of like go out there whenever you have time. Like, you don't necessarily have to be on time because they're on retirement time. Oh, no. Oh, you be on time because their schedules are booked. These people are busy and they are active and they are living their lives. There are over 200 clubs out there. And we had an anniversary party at Daniel's Vineyard last September, I think, October, and a ton of people came. They like to have fun. We'll just say that, and they really enjoy wine. So
That's not a bad thing.
no,
There's a community in Florida, they say, that's like crazy and wild. It's like the
Villages?
Fishers.
Oh, okay. Huh.
I don't know that. I'm just saying, like, it's the like alternative, right?
Yeah.
I love that. Well, I would love to be connected with them. I have sold houses up there, but I don't know anybody that does like the activities or anything like that. That would be.
Yeah. I mean, they're so involved. Like I said, 200 clubs, and
That's crazy.
and there's some the stories that these people have. I interviewed a lady who was a flight attendant on 9/11. She was in the air on 9/11. Her story is fascinating. They got grounded for like 5 days because nobody could fly in or out. And there's another guy who makes wine in his basement. They're just incredible people, and the stories that they have are amazing.
Okay, now you have me intrigued.
Yeah.
So much fun. Well, I love that we have it. I love Fishers, and I think that it's awesome. I'm so glad that you're doing this and connecting people, and I think it's awesome. So
I appreciate you. Thanks for
yeah,
having me.
well, I appreciate it. Okay, so we're gonna do the giveaway.
Yes, I have to give a shout out to Tammy because seriously, if you guys don't know Tammy and TLC Candles, she is amazing. And these candles, oh, they smell so good. You don't even have to light them, and they're fabulous. And then, of course, my favorite, Schoolhouse 7. I mean, I'm going to be there all day tomorrow. So if you want to come visit me.
Oh,
yeah. And then Gina Celeste, if you don't know her, she's amazing. She has an online boutique. And so, yeah, I mean, I just want to give you guys my favorite things.
I called Gina today, and she couldn't take my call, but I was like, we still want you on the show. And so we booked her. So I'm excited.
Oh yeah, she's really fun. She's really fun.
I could tell. Like, I went to her page, and yeah.
She does all of her own modeling too. Isn't that
she
amazing?
does?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know how she like finds the time for it or the energy, really, honestly.
No. So. I get dressed up like Thursday is one of the days that I shower.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it every day.
No. Now that I'm like out of it, I mean, it's like happy on top, pajamas on the bottom.
Yes. I need to be local the whole time.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, the giveaway is real easy for anybody that's still watching. And if somebody doesn't answer while we're live, then people can comment later and we'll connect you. And I love that you did Schoolhouse because it's one of my favorites. Why are you going to be there all day tomorrow?
Appointments, I like to meet there. It's a chill place. I like it. And Kurt is amazing. I met one of the other owners the other day, and then Crystal, the manager, she's top notch.
She's the best.
And did you know her son works there? And he's very kind and respectful.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
I introduced
she's my favorite. We're gluten free, so every time she's always like, "This is what we've got, and this is what we," like she's just.
It's really cool because my son. It's not cool that my son has food allergies. It's definitely not cool. But he has food allergies. And so I text Kurt one day and I was like, Kurt, there's nothing that my son can have. And the next day there's pouches, his favorite pouches there. And now they sell them. Like, that's what you get in Fishers.
Yes. Kurt is really awesome. Like again, all the good people, even though I don't know this pizza place. Okay. So the question is, and then I have a question for you after I ask the question so it can give people some time. So the question is, what was MaryBeth's profession before starting BeLocal? We'll let you guys all answer that for a second. Let me go back to the questions while that kind of sits there. And our last question is always, where can viewers kind of find you online or support BeLocal or you or the business? Like, where can people kind of learn more?
Sure. So they can always go to www.belocalpub.com and backslash. I'm really into backsplashes right now. So if you follow me on Facebook, you'll notice my backsplash because it's new and I waited 4.5 years and it's amazing. So yes. There is the website. I'm all over Facebook. Yep, all over. Yep, there it is. Love it.
Okay, so they can click there for the issue. Oh, I meant to ask you, is that so is the publication for a year? Like that picture that's on the front, will that be there for the whole year?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But the content, the content changes a little bit each month. Like I said, we keep a really good pulse on things. So little things might change here or there, but overall it doesn't change a whole lot each month because it goes to new people. So
okay. And then Instagram, you're on Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram. I love Instagram. I'm loving it. We're almost at 1,000 followers, so help us get there, please.
I'm not even close to that.
Hey, we're working hard over here.
You are. You're doing a much better job. Our goal is to increase our Instagram and YouTube, but it's a full-time job.
It is a full-time job. Yes. I'm very thankful for our interns because they do a lot and they know way more than me.
Do I need interns? How much are interns?
You need to talk to Scott and Mike from HSE and Fishers High Schools. They coordinate the intern program. This is a big thing for me because, again, what I used to do.
Right.
And I think it's really important that we help teach our seniors, what life is going to be like when they get out into the real world. So it's an amazing program that they have. And I definitely encourage a lot of other businesses to get involved.
Yeah. I love that. I'm going to get those names and numbers when we're done. Okay. So we hit on everything. And I found you as MaryBeth Hoss, I think, right? Like I also followed you.
Yep.
Is that okay to say that people can follow you and not just BeLocal?
Of course. Of course.
I just love that because I love your story. I love what you're doing. And I think we need to promote that. You know what I mean? Like, so
I appreciate that very much. Yes. I'll take all I can get.
Well, I really appreciate it. And we didn't have anybody comment, but we probably will because people watch this kind of on the fly. So we'll get that. Next week's guest is Jason Kessler. He owns Fishers Martial Arts. So for anybody still watching, we're going to interview him next Thursday, March 18th at 7:30. You can always find us. Like I said, we actually streamed this to YouTube tonight as well. So for those of you that are watching, if you don't want to go through Facebook, you can watch it through Instagram. But make sure to check out BeLocal's page and kind of see what there is. It looks like you can even click on different things that you're wanting, like essential businesses, retail dining, or top attractions. So that's kind of nice to be able to kind of scroll in and see, if you're wanting, what's the hearts?
The hearts are the best of.
Okay. So there you go. So you can kind of click on who the best ofs are. Oh, DeVos is a good one. So yeah, so it's really interactive, which I love. So you can do that. Make sure to check out her page on Facebook, which is again, the BeLocal Fishers, and then Instagram BeLocal. And MaryBeth, I am so grateful that you're doing this. And thank you so much for joining our little show.
Thank you. Thanks for having us. It was so fun.
It was fun. If anybody still wants to answer that question, answer it. But we will see everybody next week. And MaryBeth, thank you so much. You have a wonderful night.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.